Hey everyone, it is Wendy, and I'm so excited to bring you Are You LinkedIn or Linked Out? Today's day one, little background and history. I decided to do this because, funny enough, I was doing a training last Tuesday and I was having lots of tech problems, and 8 minutes into that training, it stopped working. So to kind of make up for that, and then I decided to open it up to everybody else. We're doing this 5-day challenge in this group. So I'm excited about it. I've got to tell you honestly, I have been on LinkedIn for as long as I can remember LinkedIn opening. I don't even know what year that was now. And I've always had a love-hate relationship with it. I mean, obviously, I needed it to be in the business world. I do social media for a living. When I started, I didn't know what I didn't know. And I was like, all right, it's a platform. I should be on it. And since then, it has been one of the best platforms. But like I said, it's been a love-hate relationship. So through the course of this, I have taught people LinkedIn for years, taught them through Sales Navigator, the recruiting. I have ignored LinkedIn. I've gone back into LinkedIn. And right now, LinkedIn is definitely somewhere because people are kind of sick of Facebook, believe it or not. And so they're looking for more professional connections on LinkedIn, especially during this COVID virus time. So hence the workshop. And I've been making relationships out there creating relationships, I should say, with the connections, connecting with people who I haven't connected in a while. And people are certainly finding me and seeing me as somebody with a standout profile. So my job this week is to help you get a standout profile. So we're going to keep this really simple, just a couple of things. One, if you have not signed up through the landing page, it should be in the announcements. Sign up. The landing page is so that you can get access to the workbook so you can work alongside with us and do the work each day. It should not take you long to do any of the work in the workbook, but it will be a helpful guide for you, and it'll allow you to answer some questions that need to be answered so that you can have a profile that really pops. Second thing is I will be also emailing this in case you can't watch it live every day because I know everybody has different schedules. And I apologize because my intention was to go on at 9:30, and it seems that I had tech difficulties again. I planned to share my screen, and Facebook was like, no, we're not going to do that this morning. And I've worked in tech long enough to know that you kind of go with it and roll with it and move on. So that's what we're doing. So 3 things that we're going to discuss today, and what I will do after this live video and also in the email that you get, I will send you a photo of mine so that you can see it. The 3 things we're talking about is cover photo, profile picture, and title under your name. I can't get any sound. I don't know why, Allison. Well, that's not good. Let me see. I see my sound is working, so hopefully you're the only person that's happening with, and if not, I will re-record this. So if anybody else, let me know if you get sound, and we'll go from there. Okay, so as I was saying, the 3 things that are really, really important is when people go to find you and search you, the first thing they're going to do is look at your profile. If you have that lovely blue behind your profile, that is not really, it doesn't call out to anybody. It doesn't do anything for you. So many people, they're so professional. They work in businesses that really have to, like, they're speakers, they're doctors, and they have to allow people to know what they do, especially if you work in a service type business where it's not a product, people don't know what you do. So when you have a LinkedIn cover photo, what I really want you to focus on is A, making sure you have one. That's really important. And B, remembering that this is about you. And although your personal profile, and this is really, really key, LinkedIn on this cover photo is about your personal profile. It is about what you do professionally in your personal profile. So I'm going to encourage you to make sure that the photo that you use in your cover photo, people understand what you do. I see a lot of just people's company stuff in there, a lovely background of some scenery. This is not the place for any of that. It should be your logo so that there is brand recognition. It should be your photo of you of some sort doing what you love, and it should have some representation of what you do. So it should be those three things. After that, the next thing that I would recommend is your profile picture. This is not a place for a selfie. This is just not it. It's also on your professional photo, not a place for I'm sorry, my son keeps changing and I don't know where I'm in the picture or not. I look like I'm in the witness protection plan. That's strange. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it's also not a place for a, it's not a place for selfies, your profile picture. It's not a place for logos. None of that belongs in your profile picture. A professional picture, branded or headshot, belongs in your profile picture. People are doing business and connecting with people. They are not connecting. They are looking you up based on what you do, whether it's recruiting or whether you have patients looking you up or whether it's a service, whatever it is, they want to see you and who you are in a professional setting. LinkedIn is a professional network. The last thing is, and the most important thing is, you have your name, and then right underneath that, there's this title. And I can't tell you that this is the most important real estate on your LinkedIn is that title. Again, it is the most important real estate on your LinkedIn is that title. It should say what you do, who you do it for, and how well you do it. Let me repeat that. It should say what you do, who you do it for, and how well you do it, i.e. the results. So most people, they're like, I'm the owner of this company. And that's fabulous. You know, you've worked really hard to get there. I get that. I was one of those people. Or they will say, you know, this is my job title. This is not the place for that. When people go to look you up, which LinkedIn is a very SEO'd site, when people go to look you up, they want to read more into you. And they're not going to if that doesn't excite them in your title. They're just not. They're just not going to read because there's nothing like, and nobody, just think about this way. And here's the best way to think about this. If I am searching for somebody who needs to, just for example, if I am searching for a accountant, just say, perfect example, and it says accountant, I may find them. That's good. It needs to be in there. But if it just says owner or self-employed, or I'm not going to know that they're an accountant. I'm just not going to do that. But if I read a title that says optimizing or helping women or men or business owners achieve their financial success through accounting, I'm like, oh, I can pay attention to that, right? I know who that person works with. I know that they're optimizing my success through accounting things, and I know the word accounting in there. So you have to optimize out that section. So those are your 3 tips today. There in the workbook, it gives you questions in order to be able to do that. It asks you certain questions so that you answer them, and then it gives you an exercise to get this complete, those 3 places. And that's all we're going to talk about today. Tomorrow, we're going to go a little bit more in depth about contact information and making sure that you are visible, because I can't tell you how many people are not actually visible at all or easy to connect with on LinkedIn. So we'll see you in day 2 tomorrow, and I look forward to it. Bye.